Hey everyone, how's it going today? It's John Taylor. Today is Tuesday, December 9th, 2025. Got a lot of great news going on today with NVIDIA. Got interest rates, talking about that, the JOLTS report, a lot of news. Do me a favor, give my video a like and a share. Please subscribe to my channel. Stay with me to the end, you get free alpha. Just I go over geopolitics and socioeconomics, and then I formulate a trading plan for myself for the day. So let's take a look at this. What's being reported on bar chart. S&P futures are muted ahead of FOMC meeting and U.S. JOLTS report. All right, U.S. stocks hold relatively steady ahead of Fed rates. So we got interest rates coming up, the FOMC meeting, Microsoft investing $17.5 billion in India for AI and cloud infrastructure. UN says world must jointly tackle issue of climate change, pollution, and biodiversity and land loss. So a lot of news there on land. Dover stock performance, WEC energy performance. Let's see, U.S. Dollar Tree stock outperforming the Dow. Global payments underperforming NASDAQ. Brown and Brown. So this is being reported on bar chart. So let's look at the major market overview real quick. Stock market's open here about 15 minutes, but S&P 500 mini up flat, NASDAQ E-mini off about 50 points, Dow futures up 50 points, the VIX hanging in there at 17.55, the Dixie at 99.120, the 10-year at 112-125, crude oil flat at 58.65, gold bullion looking good, 44,235, silver bullion at 59.75. So that's major markets. Let's look at the active stocks. NVIDIA is active on its approval to sell chips to China. Tesla is active. Broadcom, Google's doing great. Microsoft, Bank of America is active. Amazon, CoreWeave, Alphabet C, and PepsiCo. These are the active stocks. So this is what we have on bar chart. So I'll try to speak up to get the audio going well. So let's see what's happening here. This is my daily routine on my news desk and prop trading desk here. Trump hits a road. This is Yahoo Finance. Hits a road to tackle the con job affordability gripes. The rally trip comes as Trump's rhetoric and action often appears at odds with each other. So I think Trump is doing a great job. Stocks waiver at the Fed meeting kicks off. Netflix, Paramount, theatrics, who's going to win? Netflix and then Warner Brothers, my goodness, drama. WBD is up $1.52, a little arbitrage merger there. Trump hands XI and open with NVIDIA shift. Microsoft again, big deal, $17.5 billion for India. That's all AI infrastructure. Trump floats some additional tariff caveats. PNC launches Bitcoin trading with Coinbase for wealthy clients. Coinbase stock is up and active. Trump says support for rate cut is key test for Fed nominee. Why Apple's slow pace in AI is now its strength. Home Depot guidance signals doubt about housing rebound. A lot of the housing stocks haven't been doing so well, and real estate's been in a big bubble, I guess, with interest rates, and we shall see. Affordability, too. People don't have affordable housing here in the U.S. Mistral AI serves vibe coding tailwinds. Synopsys upgraded, Warner Brothers downgraded, Wall Street's top analyst calls. PepsiCo plans layoffs as it looks to wrap up its Elliott talks. How Trump U-turn on NVIDIA chips changes the game for China's AI. Italy sets tough terms on personal data protection to clear Chinese JD.com's takeover. Okay, Accenture, Anthropic, Teleflex to sell 3 of its businesses. NVIDIA selling chips, to China helps propel the market forward. So that's good news for AI in China. It's a global economy anymore. CVS lifts outlook. Home Depot remains cautious. AutoZone, news on that. Fed is leaning towards a hawkish rate cut. So is the Fed going to save the day, lower the interest rate, and then keep, pumping up the bubble? We shall see. So that's what we have on Yahoo Finance. I go over the news every day for myself, and then I give the economic, the JOLTS report is a big news story today for really, that's it. So Wall Street, I like that. And Eddie, Wall Street is reporting 30-year Treasury yield hits 3-month high, 10-year hits a 1-month high, and mortgage rates jump. So the expected rate cut gets complicated. A dovish Fed amid rising inflation can spook the bond market. So that's what's being reported on Wall Street. Let's look at CNN here. If you stay with me, I give you free alpha at the end, which is my trading plan. So CNN, I look at both sides of the political spectrum here. CNN, this is the left, leaning towards the left a little bit. A lot of the news is repetitive. Trump to head to Pennsylvania. Are the tariffs working? Some of the steel mills are opening back up again here because of the tariffs. President faces prospect of electoral wipeout in 2026 midterms if he fails to quickly regain his footing on the economy. Millions of social media, what's happening in Australia. So many women want to dress just like Jennifer Lawrence, becoming popular. Supreme Court to debate GOP-led effort. Heck, I might even consider, maybe, people are talking, maybe I should consider running for president for the 2028 election. So I have to put together a PAC, a political action committee to do so. I got, 3 years, you never know, make a run at it. President Taylor. Dun, 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 dun. Migrant families paint grim picture of life in Texas, ICE detention facility. South Texas Family Residential Center, it sounds so politically correct. Testimony continues in the Brian Walsh case going on there. Who done it? All right, so that's what we have on CNN. So let's take a look at Fox. Again, do me a favor, give my videos a like and a share. And I don't run commercials on my channel, but you can always read my ebooks for free. I'll put a link in there below. So I recently penned an ebook for AI event planning. Use AI, artificial intelligence, for event planning. So I'll put the links down below in the video, and you can read it for free on Amazon Kindle. It helps the channel. So check it out. So what's going on? Let's see. In the stock market's open here about a half hour. Let's take a look at it. Running about 8 minutes right now, so stay with me though. Let's go over the trading plan. So Nvidia's up. All right, taking a look here. Everything's good in the hood. Bitcoin's pumping. Nice trade on Bitcoin going on there. I bought the dip recently on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's heading for its first annual loss versus the stock market. Now, I continue to DCA and pivot point trade Bitcoin, and right now it's pumping at 91,139. So just give my viewers, check it out. So I bought the dip here at pivot points on Bitcoin recently, and it's been doing great. I've been pulling several thousand points of profit out of the Bitcoin. I continue to DCA it every 2 weeks. Here, I'll show you this here. So this is, all the news, all the 100x leverage people are now flipping hamburgers at the Tasty Freeze or the Whataburger, or what's the In-N-Out Burger. So trade history on Bitcoin, on the Bitcoin, has recently been very profitable for me. My last trade on Bitcoin was at 90,590 and it's at 91,139. So did a whole bunch of trades in the last 2 weeks where I set my pivot points. I bought some Bitcoin at 111,460, 109,419, 96,755, 86,210. I sold that at 87,238. Made a nice 1,000-point profit on that. I continued to DCA at 93,000, 91,000, 92,500, 90,878, 89,474. It's now trading at 91,000 pumping. Sold some at 91,324. Took a nice profit out of it. So, fully hedged too. And then again, my most recent purchase, I could sell this, and I purchased Bitcoin at 90,590 spot 35, and it's trading wallets now as high as 91,250. So, it's a nice 800 point profit. So we'll see. Just kind of stay with it. So let's look at the major cryptos today: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tezos, all right, Zcash, XRP is active, Solana, Pepe is active, Dog with Hat, Litecoin, Chainlink, the old stinky link. So this is what's being reported on the different exchanges. So I've got pivot points out there to purchase some Bitcoin at. I set these pivot points every day. So I have Bitcoin to purchase at 88,867, 86,270, and 84,547. So those are my pivot point trades for today. And then again, I did purchase some of the pivot point at 90,590 spot 35. So we'll see. So that's what I have on the Bitcoin. Let's see, on the stock market, Bitcoin's pumping nice, DCA'd yesterday. So today I'll purchase SPY ETF. Got that going on. Nice profitable trade there. S&P, everybody's waiting right now for the interest rates. What's the Fed going to do? Are they going to lower interest rates down to zero or have negative interest rates? The de-dollarization event, and then the Great Reset. So national debt is spinning up towards like $40 trillion. BKCH, I'll DCA it today. Block, BLOK. Ethereum is up nicely. I purchased the Grayscale Ethereum Trust. That's nice. It's a nice trade. Good trader. So that's what I have on my trading plan, everyone. Thanks for joining me. Running about 14 minutes right now. But I just go over my free alpha. Again, it's not financial advice. Read the risk disclosures below. I'm not a financial advisor. I used to be. I give myself financial advice. Then I take my own financial advice. Silver bullion is pumping really good. So I've been selling products on eBay. They're doing incredible, trading at a huge premium. My problem is, where do I go with these hyperinflated dollars that I'm selling my silver bullion products? Got thousands of these products that I've manufactured myself. I'll show them to you. These things are all silver bullion. You can hear them. A lot of value right now. Silver bullion on the commodity. I'm not a commodity trading advisor, but the silver's trading at a huge premium to its weighted alpha. So I sell into the strength, and the greatest seller right now on the commodities that is non-perishable is Bitcoin and then Ethereum. So that's what I have. Trading, I'm looking for the value. So I would be a buyer of Bitcoin on the dip. I think this is about the last time that you'll see Bitcoin in the 90,000s before you get a huge pump in it. And the same thing with Ripple, XRP. Ripple's I own Ripple, I own Ethereum, I own Bitcoin is my biggest position. So selling my precious metals product at a huge premium into the hyperinflation pump, and then buying the dip in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So that's my plan, and that's my trading plan. So I always hedge, so I'm fully hedged. on everything. And so with that, that's what I have. I just kind of talk out loud, talk to the computer in a sense, and go over my trading plan for the day. And then look at the news, the geopolitics, the socioeconomics, and then how can I position myself. So this is about my daily routine and such. So it's interesting too, because I'm able to find out like where's the economy going, where's it at right now, and where do I position myself, to have abundance in my trades and positions. So let's see, Bitcoin, nice pumpy pump there. So let's see if we get a dippy dip on the Bitcoin. That's what I'm hoping for, to 88,867, 86,270, and 84,547 at the pivot points. So Jesse Livermore said it best: whenever I had the patience, and I'm quoting, I can't stand the quotes, but whenever I had the patience to wait for a market to come to me at the pivot point, I always made money in my operations. So with that, I've got my pivot point trades for Bitcoin today, selling my silver bullion products at a huge profit, purchasing Ethereum, ETH, and Bitcoin. So that's really what I have. So check out the links below. You can read my ebook for free on Kindle, like I said, on AI event planning. And we'll see. With that, everyone, I give thanks for my abundant supply now manifested. I have it now. It's John Taylor on his news and prop trading desk here. And so have a wonderful, great day, everyone. Thanks.